James wanted to thank you for coming by the tasting table today. I do appreciate it. This wine is next. First time to review a Rockwall wine. This is Alegria Vineyard Russian River Valley Zinfandel 2017 vintage. Stay tuned. I'll give you my thoughts and perspectives on this outstanding wine. Before I begin, be sure to subscribe to the channel. You see the latest videos that I'm producing. Thank you very much. This is produced by Shauna Rosenblum, and her father was Kent Rosenblum of Rosenblum Cellars in Alameda. And so, just a, obviously very well-known producer of Zinfandel. And I think she is, picked up that heritage mark of producing fine Zinfandel wines. I very much appreciate Shauna's point of view on producing Zinfandel wines, and she does produce other varieties as well. But here is the label. I like this screen print, by the way. I think it's very well done. And here's a back label. Now this is Alegria Vineyard, and it's a very storied vineyard site for Zinfandel. It's a very old one, I believe planted in about 1890. So this is 75% Zinfandel, 25% mixed blacks. Now the mixed blacks represent about 22 different varieties, which I think is a very nice old-timey way of making Zinfandel wines. And so you might find on this, and of course it's actually not even semi-vitreous, because if we were to say 100% Zinfandel would be, vitreous, you can see through the wine. This is going to be that mixed blacks that really are influential and make it a non-vitreous wine. But I definitely love the idea of what's in here. So there's going to be obviously Petit Syrah, Alicante Bouschet, Carignan, French Colombard. There's going to be other, obviously 22 varieties in total that make up that mixed blacks. Now, what I find fascinating about that is this is how winemaking was done a century ago in California. And you're going to find a lot of mixed blacks. Sometimes there's mixed whites, but what you find more often is mixed blacks. And those vineyard sites have been lucky to survive over time. That heritage is outstanding, and one where it does matter in the palate, it matters in the glass. She picks at 23.5 Brix content, and think of the challenge there is picking at the right time. Obviously the Zinfandel is going to be a little easier because it's a one variety versus the 22 varieties. So you're going to find some that ripen early in the 22 of the mixed blacks, and some that don't ripen in a certain period of time. And so, really that's a challenge there with doing mixed blacks in terms of cultivation and winemaking. She also is going to implement using 70% neutral French oak, 15% new, and 15% new American oak. Now this is that representation of a California style. And so I would say definitely in some California traditions, you might have had more, say, new American oak, but I like the expression of tasting the fruit before the oak. And I think this is a really great experience and expression, and something I very much am delighted with. And I can always tell, because when I'm tasting a sample bottle, this is really so easy to taste and enjoy. So I know that I'm really digging this wine when I'm drinking this wine in a very rapid manner. So when this is going out with great ease, I know this wine is pretty special, and that doesn't happen with every bottle of wine that I do get. Now, the notes on this are definitively, there's no way you can mistake this for being any other variety except Zinfandel, and I think that's the key characterization here and key call out. Yes, you can make a Zinfandel wine, but if you put too many implements of, say, too much Petit Syrah, it might come across as a Petit Syrah wine versus a Zinfandel. And the playfulness on that, even on the scent characterization, is evident. And something that I really want to enjoy this with Mexican food, because the acidity here is perfect for pairing with hot and spicy foods, Indian food. There's a lot of different ways in foods you can enjoy with this wine. So additionally into the red and black fruit notes, as well as crushed red candy, which I think is also a nice signifier for a old vine Zinfandel, as well as spice, herb, and floral notes. Next is the palate characterization. So on this, red cherry notes, blackberry notes, a really nice savory mid-palate, dried herbs, bay leaf, tarragon, thyme. And I think that's a really essential component to this wine here, is it's not just going to be a characterization of fruit only, but the nice savory middle, as well as on the finish, I'm getting notes of white pepper and red floral notation. This is a 95-point wine out of 100 points. So more information on the producer down below where you can acquire this wine. I definitely think this is a fantastic start to this year, tasting a fine wine like this. I've been a great admirer of Shauna's for quite some time. She's producing really elegant, beautiful, sophisticated Zinfandel wines that are really speaking to her winemaking style, but also giving a great homage to where the fruit's coming from and the expression of what I think Zinfandel is best at tasting and how it should be tasting. So again, more information on the producer down below. Questions and comments, please list there. Please give a like to this video. So thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. I will see you very soon. Santé.